Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to Unit 6. We're still in Unit 6 and we are going to have Lesson 3 today. In the previous lessons, you learned the grammar and you learned about the flood, and you have seen some ways to prevent or to minimize the effects of the flood, and you have seen that also the people who are helping, like the meteorologist. Today we are going to know more about how people react and who are helping people during the flood. I want you to open page 80 in your book to read them together. This is, you can look on the screen on slide 31 and listen to me. Listen and read the interview. This is an interview, and from this interview you will know some information. Listen carefully, please. Lara is an emergency responder. Emergency responder. She is an emergency responder. When there is a flood, she is one of the first people to rescue the other citizens from the flood water. Lara is an emergency responder. When there is a flood, she is one of the first people to rescue the other citizens, the people living in the country, okay, from the flood water. We have the conversation between the interviewer and Lara. The interviewer says, "Can you describe what an emergency responder is?" Emergency responder. What is this? I don't know this job. Lara says, "Yes, of course, I volunteer to help my community when there is an emergency." Okay, so I volunteer to help my community when there is an emergency. We aren't the police or firefighters. We are not the police or the firefighters, okay? But we are trained to help them do their jobs. So they are helpers for the police and for firefighters too. We can get to a place quickly. Do first aid and rescue people from floods. So we can get to a place quickly, do first aid, and rescue people from flood. This was Lara. The interviewer asked another question. Do you enjoy being an emergency responder? Do you enjoy being an emergency responder? Lara says, "Yes, I do. I like helping people. And we do lots of different things." So she said, "Yes, I do. I like helping people. And we do lots of different things." The interviewer is very curious. Is it a scary thing to do? Lara says, "Well, sometimes it is. But then I think that other people will be scared as well. So I focus on how I can help them." So look at the way she thinks. She says, "It's sometimes scared. But then I think that other people will be scared as well. So I focus on how I can help them." The interviewer asks another question. What do you do when there is a flood? Lara says, "We know it might be dangerous when there is very heavy rainfall. So my team are ready to help people quickly. Our job is to help people who are sick or injured. The interviewer asks another question. He says, "How do you travel around the city? If there is a flood, how do you travel around the city?" Lara says, We have small boats. Of course, there is a flood and everything is covered with water, so you use boats, not cars, of course, or bicycles or whatever. We have small boats. So we can go to different houses and help people who are stuck in their homes, Okay. The interviewer asks another question. Are people pleased to see you? Of course, you can guess this answer. Laura says, yes, they are. That's one of the things I love about volunteering. You can make people very happy. So Laura likes to be a volunteer because she's making people happy. Okay, interviewer says, thank you, Laura. Okay, next, the next slide will show you what is the volunteers. The volunteer is someone who helps people, but he doesn't take any money. Okay, so like you see in this picture in front of you, volunteers in the community. The community, by the way, is the people around us. So your neighbors, the people around you, everyone, and you are in contact with. So these are your community. You are living in a community full of people, and some of them need help. So those are volunteers who help people. You can see in the picture the people wearing blue. Some of them helping old people, some of them cleaning the streets, some of them take care of the pet animals, some of them giving the orphans presents, some of them educate others, some of them present food for the poor people, some of them planting trees, but they don't take any money for this. Next picture. Rescue. This is the meaning of rescue. You can see the firefighter is rescuing a cat. The cat is stuck over the trees. It can't come down, so he helps it to get down. This is the meaning of rescue. Next slide. Emergency responder, as Laura. Those are people who are helping in rescuing the people who are in danger, and they are helping the police officers and the firefighters too. This is the emergency responder. Next slide. Stuck in the middle of the flood. Stuck. What does it mean, stuck in the middle of the flood? So you are stuck in something and you cannot go away or go out of it. Like those people in front of you, they are the people in the boat. They are stuck in the flood, and the emergency responders trying to help them. Okay, next slide. Now we are going to talk about some negative and positive adjectives that maybe most of us have. Next slide, you will see we are going to begin with the positive ones. Polite. You can see the first picture is polite. When someone gives you a present, you say thank you. This is a polite way to say thank you for anything you take from anyone. So thank you is a polite way. You are polite if you say thank you. The next picture is loyal, and you can see two friends together. They are loyal to each other. They keep secrets. They keep each other secrets. They are good friends to each other, and they are happy with each other, and they are loyal. Okay. Next picture. You can see two pictures too here, caring and helpful. You see the boy here is helping the old woman, and he is taking care of her and helping her to do whatever she wants. The second picture is for a girl. She is sitting calmly, and she has a peace of mind, and she is smiling. She is calm. We can say she is calm. Okay, next picture. You see this lady in front of us, she has a lot of hands, but this doesn't mean it has actually these hands, but she has a lot of responsibility. She has to do the work in the accurate time. She has to do a lot of things, so she has a lot of responsibilities to do. So we can say she is responsible. She is responsible, and this is a very good adjective too. Next picture. You can see cooperative. Cooperative. You can see the children are helping their mommy or cooperate with her. You know that your mommy does a lot of stuff and she's busy all the time taking care of you. So you have to cooperate with her or help her. So if you help her very strongly, so you are cooperative. Next picture. You see here some friends, they are happy together and they are sharing so many things together, so they are sociable. If you are going to a new place, to a new school, and you for the first time you see them, you talk with them and you smile with them and you play with them, so you are sociable. You are not taking a side and you don't talk, and this is not sociable. So if you are sociable, you mingle with the people and you go and play with them, chat with them, take their numbers, and that's it. So you are a sociable one. Next one. Here you can see in this picture a firefighter. Of course, you know this is the most brave job in the world, the firefighter, because he goes into the fire. So he is so brave. To be a firefighter is so brave. You're not scared of anything. Okay, next picture. This is of course funny. You make funny faces like this. This is funny. You make everyone laugh. This is funny, being funny. Okay, next one. We are going to start the negative adjectives, which is, we will start with cowardly. Cowardly. What is this? When you are afraid of a small thing, if you think a little bit about it, you will see that it is very small and it is scared of you. Like this man, he's scared of the very small rat, and this girl, she's afraid of a very small spider. So we are cowardly. Okay, next one. You can see in front of you two pictures. One of them for a girl, she's crying, and sometimes she's crying, sometimes she's laughing. She's moody. This is it's not very nice adjective. And the other one, he is mean. He is beating his friend and he is making a lot of trouble. This is mean. He is mean. Next one, you will see a lazy boy. He is sleeping on the bed, not tidying his room. He only eats and sleeps. This is the lazy one. Okay, next one. This is the end of our lesson today, and thank you.